wide receiver, Donovan Peoples-Jones of the Cleveland Browns. He's been on my waiver wire list for many weeks now, and his percent rostered still hasn't risen up to what we want it to be, frankly. Donovan Peoples-Jones right now rostered 46%. He needs to be in like the 60 to 70% rostered. His former 6th-round pick out of Michigan, 71st percentile 40-yard dash, 100th percentile burst score. And looking at what he's done so far this year, he's set a career high in targets, career high in receptions. He's on pace to set a career high in receiving yards. He only has 1 receiving touchdown on the year, but Donovan Peoples-Jones, 19th in wide receiver snap share, so he's getting on the field. Deep targets, he's 21st. Air yards, 22nd. 28th in receiving yards for this player who, is coming off, yes, a low game against Carlton Davis, but in week 13, Deshaun Watson gets Donovan Peoples-Jones. Deshaun Watson is now going to be available, and I'll talk more about Deshaun Watson here in a few minutes. But before this week 12 game against Tampa Bay, 9 targets week 4 for Donovan Peoples-Jones, 7 in week 5, 5 in week 6, 6 in week 7, 4 in week 8, 9 in week 10, and 6 in week 11. And he's had plenty of red zone targets. He's not fallen on the right side of variance until lately. And he was coming off of top 34 wide receiver finishes in each of the last 5 games before this week 12 dud. So you expect that Donovan Peoples-Jones should be a bounce back candidate, should be added off of your waivers, especially a buy low candidate too. If your trade deadline has been extended or doesn't exist, Donovan Peoples-Jones is a flex consideration, I think, moving forward. And the addition of Deshaun Watson, who led the NFL in passing yards before he was put on suspension, Donovan Peoples-Jones really fits that downfield threat. He's 38th in unrealized air yards, as I said, 28th in receiving yards, 25th in yards per target, 26th in yards per reception. So a downfield threat, a player that as he makes more plays downfield is bound to get into the end zone more.